did Kristi Noem decide she just wasn't going to do politics anymore? She's just like, I'm out. This is it for me. And then her advisors were like, well, you can't just quit. People will like, they're going to criticize you. She'd be like, well, what if I tell everyone that I shot and killed a dog? A young dog at that, a puppy. They'll be like, well, there you go. Then people will hate you and you're good. And
no,
she went for
I
it.
want it to be like her advisors were like, well, people think because you're a woman, you might be too emotional. And she's like, I can solve this by saying I murdered a puppy because he was too difficult to train. And they're like, great, that'll make you sound tough.
I think that actually makes her sound emotional.
It makes it sound crazy. I think she might have bad advisors.
That's the first thing that I thought is like, how did this is in a book that she wrote and released. Like, how did it get passed?
Unless her publisher was like, we don't want to see you be VP. Definitely leave this anecdote in.
It's definitely a bad sign when you are that insulated where no one has the gumption to just come up and tell you like, no, you're going to kill your career. Like, no, everyone is so terrified of you that they won't just come up and be like, no, this sounds like you're a sociopath. You can't put this into a book.
Like, just to bring it up, I mean, I feel like you'd be like, at least someone to be like, yo, like.
That's something you keep.
Don't.
Just bury that deep dark down. Just suppress that forever.
Are you sure you want to put this story out? Like, can you leave it out and will the book be the same and still tell the story that you're looking to tell? Because,
she tweeted about it. Man. She said, we love animals, but tough decisions like this happen all the time on a farm. Sadly, we just had to put down 3 horses a few weeks ago that had been in our family for 25 years. If you want more real, honest, and politically incorrect stories that'll have the media gasping, pre-order No Going Back.
I don't think this is politically incorrect.
I killed my dog. Buy my book.
That's so bad.
That's not the defense here, team. Like, first off, the horses, 25 years, that's a long time. I don't know how long horses live, but like, that seems like a long horse life. A young puppy that you were having trouble training, being like, I just got frustrated. Like,
that's
not politically incorrect. That's crazy.
Right, there was a woman who tweeted, I was watching The Fallout on Amazon and just stopped with the puppy murder because there's an early scene where a dog gets hurt. And then people had to immediately be like, no, keep watching. Like, there's no puppy murder. It's like, oh, okay. Like, there are people who will legit be like, I'm not watching this after a dog gets killed.
Yeah.
It's like I can watch an action movie and, I can see all the bad guys getting thrown in front of trains or whatever. But as soon as the dog goes down, I'm like, oh, poor taste.
I played Fallout 4 and they've got the German Shepherd in there and I've got a German Shepherd myself and it's too realistic. Every time the German Shepherd gets hurt, it sounds just like your actual dog. Yeah. I couldn't play with the companion because it was too much.
There is like, so dogs were created by human beings, right? Or at least we evolved together. Like, it's not just like they're wild things that are out there. And this is maybe I'm a little bit on the sentimental side here, but I think that human beings have a responsibility to dogs because we created them. I just saw a post by Nature is Metal or whatever. This little puppy, or not puppy, but this little dog, like this little house dog, it was like a poodle, walking in the street, and 3 coyotes came up and just tore it apart. And it's like, look, dogs are a responsibility. Like, we have made dogs the way they are. Little dogs, like dogs that now, a lot of dogs aren't fit to live in the wild. So we have a responsibility to take care of them. So like that kind of stuff, like, oh, it wasn't trained, like it wasn't snapping to it, so I just killed it. I find that really, really, really repulsive. There is a difference between like beasts of burden that we have domesticated on one hand, and dogs which were literally a creation of man because we have picked the ones and bred them to do certain things that we have bred out the feralness intentionally. So I really do think we have a responsibility to them.
Well,